So in this particular example, if a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mothers.
First, it was the governor under fire. Tonight, the First Lady of Virginia is now facing a backlash, accused of being racially insensitive, allegedly giving out raw cotton and asking some black children to imagine being slaves. ABC's Stephanie Ramos in Virginia.
Virginia's First Lady, Pam Northam, under fire tonight after handing out raw cotton to a group of students, some of them black, during a tour of the governor's mansion, telling them to imagine what it was like to be a slave. But the mother of one of those 8th grade students outraged, claiming in a scathing letter that black students were singled out, writing, "Why would anyone ask children to imagine something like that, let alone African American children?" Mrs. Northam's office denies singling anyone out. In a statement, the First Lady says it was intended to illustrate a painful period of Virginia history. This comes as her embattled husband, Democratic Governor Ralph Northam, tries to reconcile with the black community after admitting to wearing blackface at a dance contest in the 1980s.
And I used just a little bit of shoe polish.
Mrs. Northam standing by her husband's side, stepping in when it appeared he considered demonstrating the moonwalk.
Inappropriate circumstance.
My wife says inappropriate circumstances.
When Ralph Northam beat Ed Gillespie in Virginia in 2017, it was in a racially charged governor's race that Northam won thanks in part to strong support from African American voters.
Ralph believes that if we're going to talk about our history, then we should do it in a way that heals, not in a way that wounds, not in a way that divides.
Now his career may be over after this photo from Northam's medical school yearbook page, which emerged late Friday. Within hours, Northam apologized, writing, "I am deeply sorry for the decision I made to appear as I did in this photo and for the hurt that decision caused then and now." But yesterday, a reversal. Northam said he'd never seen the yearbook before, and he claimed he was not in the photo.
This was not my picture. I was not in that costume, either as black-faced or as KKK, and it's not me.
Northam conceded that people will find it difficult to believe him. Then, perhaps underscoring that prediction, he revealed that he had worn blackface before.
That same year, I did participate in a dance contest in San Antonio, in which I darkened my face as part of a Michael Jackson costume. I look back now and regret that I did not understand the harmful legacy of an action like that.
Northam's political future is clearly in peril. Virtually the entire Democratic establishment, including Virginia's 2 Democratic senators, has called for his resignation. And Northam's press conference only accelerated those calls. Pretty much the only Democrat we haven't heard from is former President Barack Obama.
And you said that the competition in San Antonio was a dance competition?
Yes.
And it was that you danced the moonwalk?
That's right.
Are you still able to moonwalk?
Inappropriate circumstance.
My wife says inappropriate circumstances.
Why do you feel like this is the best?
Well, the controversy at the governor's mansion, the talk of the town here in Southwest Virginia as well. On the national and state level, the NAACP is calling for Governor Northam to step down. And so we've gone to the Roanoke Branch chapter president to get her thoughts. Brenda Hale agrees. She calls the racist photo shocking and says Northam can no longer be an effective leader.
Once your integrity and credibility become questionable to this degree, what good can you do for all the citizens of the state of Virginia?
We covered at the top of the show, and obviously in a week in which he also commented on a late-term abortion bill that many critics described as infanticide.